This footage captures a dangerous and highly preventable workplace accident where an employee attempted to cross over an open mechanic pit instead of walking around it and then slipped and fell. Here we can see the explosion of a tire during inflation. The cause was confirmed as overinflation, which subjected the tire to stress beyond its capacity, leading to a violent rupture and the tire flying in the air. Scaffolding is a structure, not a vehicle. This incident proves that without proper training and adherence to the rule of always clearing the scaffold before moving it, the structure becomes a dangerous mechanism that can cause a severe fall. This man opened the bonnet and began making tweaks in the engine compartment. The vehicle was a manual transmission car left in gear and unsecured with the handbrake. The engine suddenly engaged, causing the car to accelerate. All of a sudden, the key lesson here is to secure the vehicle by ensuring the handbrake is engaged and the transmission is in neutral before performing engine work. A man trying to demolish an old building with a 30-ton demolition excavator nearly missed it when the structure collapsed on the front of the machinery. He was operating. Local media report that the man did not suffer any injuries, although judging by the footage it could have been worse. In the footage, a worker is seen attempting to pull a heavy load with a pallet jack over the rear tailgate of a truck. During the operation, the tailgate bends under the load and loses its stability. Within a short moment, the load begins to move downward in an uncontrolled manner. This incident clearly demonstrates a basic rule. Before lifting and transport, the load capacity of the equipment must be checked. Truck tailgates must not be subjected to loads or pressure beyond their rated limits. Safety is achieved by using the right equipment at the correct capacity. In the footage, workers in a production facility are seen carrying sacks taken from a conveyor belt to a storage area. However, shortly afterward, an unexpected explosion occurs inside the facility, followed by flames spreading across part of the area. The incident shows how unseen risks in production environments can emerge very rapidly. This situation clearly demonstrates a basic rule in facilities with flammable or reactive risks. Hazards must be controlled in advance, materials must be stored correctly, and fire detection and suppression systems must be fully operational. Safety is ensured not after an incident, but through prevention and preparedness. In the footage, two workers are seen working at height, using scissor lifts inside an enclosed construction or warehouse area. On one platform, a worker is performing an installation task, while a nearby platform is being used to support a long material panel. During the work, the supported material loses its balance and begins to move downward. This movement is directed toward the area where the worker on the main platform is located, creating a serious risk within seconds. This incident demonstrates a basic rule: elevated work platforms must not be used for carrying or supporting materials. Loads must be properly secured, kept separate from platforms, and workers at height must be protected against falling hazards. Safety is achieved by using equipment only for its intended purpose. In the footage, a crane is seen lifting a bundle of pipes using slings while the load is suspended. A worker is observed standing within the unloading area below. The area is crowded and attention is scattered. Although the crane operator attempts to keep the load stable, an unexpected slip occurs in the rigging equipment. As a result, the lifting system loses control and the pipes begin to move downward. The load strikes the area where the worker had been standing moments earlier, creating a serious risk. This incident clearly demonstrates a fundamental rule: no one should ever stand beneath a suspended load. Lifting areas must be designated as restricted zones, and only necessary personnel should be present at a safe distance. Safety is ensured by accounting for the potential drop zone of the load. This footage shows a severe instance of reckless disregard for safety, or a loaded forklift is used to lift a second already loaded forklift to reach the second floor of a building. This is an extreme violation of safe lifting protocols. 3 forklift operators attempting to lift and load 100 tons of steel beams onto an open train wagon through a precarious synchronized lift. A load of this size must be handled by a dedicated gantry crane or large mobile crane with a certified lift plan and proper rigging. In the footage, a large bundle of long glass panels inside a glass shop is seen being supported manually. The shop owner is holding the bundle upright while another worker attempts to separate one of the panels. At first, everything appears balanced and under control. However, shortly afterward, the person providing support loses focus and balance. The large glass bundle shifts position and begins to tip toward him. With the intervention of more people, the bundle is lifted and the trapped person is freed. This incident clearly demonstrates a basic rule. Large and heavy glass panels must not be held manually without proper securing. Glass and other fragile loads must not be handled without appropriate racks and mechanical supports. In the footage, the rear doors of a container truck parked at a warehouse loading dock are about to be opened. Before the doors are opened, the condition of the load inside is not clearly checked. Large and heavy, cylindrical loads that were not sufficiently secured during transport suddenly shift as the doors are opened. The movement occurs very quickly and creates a serious risk for a worker standing just outside the container. This incident clearly demonstrates a basic rule. Loads inside containers should always be considered unstable before the doors are opened. No one should stand in the door line. A safety zone must be established before opening, and it must be verified that the load is not pressing against the doors. In the footage, a worker is seen adjusting a roll changer in a heavy-duty steel rolling facility. The hydraulic system used near large and powerful rollers unexpectedly activates during the adjustment. A hydraulic arm moves suddenly and forcefully, pushing the worker backward. As a result of this uncontrolled movement, the worker strikes a nearby structure and falls to the ground. Heavy machinery must be fully isolated before maintenance or adjustment. Hydraulic systems can move without warning if lockout/tagout (LOTO) is not applied. In the footage, a worker is seen performing maintenance on a tall pole at a construction site. To facilitate the work, the upper section of the structure is lifted using a crane. From the ground, the crane appears stable and the work seems controlled and routine. However, during the operation, an unexpected loss of balance occurs at the base of the pole. Within a short time, the foundation shifts and the structure moves downward. While the worker is still secured, the lower section of the pole collapses with a significant movement. This incident clearly demonstrates a basic rule. Before crane-assisted operations, all parts of the structure must be secured, and lower supports must be verified. Workers at height must be protected against falls. Safety is ensured through systematic checks covering the entire structure. In the footage, a fast-flowing, muddy, and powerful stream, likely a creek or river, is seen. In the rugged terrain surrounding the area, several people are noticed, struggling within the current. The water level and flow speed make self-movement nearly impossible. An excavator loader operator carefully guides the heavy machine into the water. The bucket is used both as a barrier against the current and as a secure point of support. The stranded individuals hold onto or climb onto the bucket and are moved away from the current. The operator manages the entire process with deliberate and balanced maneuvers. This incident clearly demonstrates a fundamental rule. Fast-moving water poses serious danger even when it appears shallow. Strong currents must not be entered without awareness, and rescue operations should only be carried out by trained teams using appropriate equipment. Safety is ensured by taking natural conditions seriously. In the footage, a forklift is seen attempting to lift a heavy steel pipe. The pipe is lifted using an unsuitable sling. While the load is in the air, the sling suddenly fails and the pipe moves downward uncontrollably. A routine lifting operation turns into a serious hazard within seconds due to the use of inappropriate rigging equipment. This incident clearly demonstrates a basic rule: approved and suitable rigging equipment must be used for the specific load being lifted. Overloading and improvised methods significantly increase the risk of failure and falling loads.